All right, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get started. Let's just come to your standing. Both hands, shake, 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 away from each other. In front of you, shaking, 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 shaking. Up above, shaking, 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 shaking. Letting go of all your habitual tensions. 10 dancing fingers, one hand at a time, another hand. Just feeling for that very gentle extension. Once you get that going, next stage, looking up towards your hand. Pivot the body, looking up. One hand at a time, wiggle, wiggle those fingers, wiggle, wiggle those toes. Next phase, we go one heel off the floor, another heel off the floor, one heel off the floor, weight on one foot, weight on the other foot, weight on one foot, weight on the other foot. Full extension along the side of that rib cage, your intercostal muscles. Now, if this was okay for you, let's try. One foot off the floor, another foot off the floor, the beginning of your balance. One foot off the floor, another foot off the floor. Lifting, extending, lifting, extending. If that was okay, I'm going to ask you to stretch one of your hands back behind you. Like the star is behind you, and you intend to reach back. Extending through the palms, through the digits of your fingers, one at a time, give it a little spinal twist. Very important to wake up your rib cage, your breathing cavity on a daily basis. Next, hands together and hang on, I need to have your mic be muted. Okay, hands together, feet together, pulsation, 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 up and down, up and down. Just run that for me, up and down, up and down. Have now one of I'm your mirror image. Your left hand holds on to a supporting item, right? Then right hand back to the waistline. Deepen that breath, we bend your knees slightly. Right foot in the front. Tap, 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 tap. Right foot goes now external circle. Almost like you're tracing a disc of thread with the base of your toesies. Go outside, from the inside in front of you, go out. Now from here we go internal rotation. Mark that circle outside of you, from the space behind to the right, in front. Okay, let's run that a couple of times. Just feel like a very intuitive circling. This lower knee bends slightly. I'll turn to the side. This knee bends slightly so you can switch on the quads. Ready? If this was okay, I'm going to ask you to peel now your right foot off the floor. Right foot off the floor. Now let your knee be the drawing party. Like you're drawing a circle. Same thing, exactly the same thing. Drawing a cycle with that knee. If this is too much, you repeat this one. But if this is all right, can we, because you have the support, lean the torso to the side. So you allow your hip rotation to experience that very wide circle. Internal rotation, one more internal rotation. Going now out to the right. External now rotation. Again, if this is too much, you mark it with the toes. Otherwise, feel that circular mobility in the corner of that hip, like you're massaging this spherical joint. Head of your femur is doing this to the joint of that hip, your acetabular there. Out to the side, out to the side, one more out to the side. Hang on the moment, give it now a little shake, shake, shake. Just wanting to point out one thing, feet together. When you pivot that knee out to your right side, put your right hand right in the back of your hip. there's a piece of the muscle that gets really shortened, that gets firmed and engaged. That's your gluteus maximus, right? So go ahead and release that right foot down. Bring your hand to the side corner of that hip, almost 2 inches down. When you elevate the opposite foot, your left foot off the floor, bend that knee. Means every time when you take that step upward, your gluteus medius gets switched on. Can you feel that? See if you can feel that. Especially if you bend that standing leg a little bit. Yeah, there's your gluteus medius. The part that gets, you have no choice because that's the part that's responsible for all these movements. This is why every time when you go out on a hike, 20 miles high, you feel like, oh, your hip is hurting because you have really asked this gluteus medius to work for you. So every time when we do our balance, all these group of muscles are switched on. Okay, go ahead and descend that left foot down. Internal rotation, when you do these things, go ahead and see if you can mimic this thing. Because this part, see if you can feel which muscle that gets shortened and tightened. That's your gluteus minimus, right? So this is why every time when Katerina says circular mobility, whether it's inward or whether it's outward, I'm asking you to do 2 things. One is lubrication of that hip. One is switching on all these muscle groups in an infinite sort of way. Everything inside of this cavity, everything that braces your hip gets switched on. After a little while, everything gets a little more toner. When your hip muscle gets toner, guess what? Who becomes really happy? Your lower back, because your lower back sits on that hip, right? So in between that, good thing to give it now a little shake, shake, shake. All right, let's go. First one, your first one. Let's take your external circle. First, start with the toesies. Now I'm going to synchronize with the breath with you. Here we go. Inhale, half. Exhale to the half. Inhale, exhale. Continue. Some of you, foot off the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Trace that loop and feel that spiralic circular mobility, like you're lubricating your hip joint. One more for me. Inhale, exhale. Descend that toes down from the space behind. This is your inhale. This is your exhale. Internal circle, when it goes towards your belly, that's internal rotation. Okay, continue with this one, but some of you, foot off the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. When your standing leg becomes more firmer, this knee will float. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last one for me. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Go ahead and give it now. A little shaking, shaking, shaking. Feet together. If you don't need the support, hands to the waistline. Otherwise, we go one or both hands. Squeezing of your legs, elevate heels of your feet off the floor. Stay there for me. Firm hips, navel, thighs, knees, shin, ankles, strong ankle, exhalation, down, down, down. 2 more like this. Inhale, beginning. Squeeze on your way up, buddy, up, 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 up. Testing, testing, testing. Exhale, 1, 2. There we go, 3. One more together. Here we come. Inhale, beginning. Heels off the floor, middle. Ending of your breath. Squeeze, hang out there for me. Try it, try it, try it. Exhale, squeeze 1. Good job. Squeeze 2. Lowering yourself down. A little shaking, 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 shaking. Walk your hands, base of the wrist line to the base of the chair. Stepping your feet away from the shoulder. Let me traction your spine really well. Looking down towards your feet, wiggle your toes. And let's go a little pulsation. Up and down for the base of your shoulder. Right, inhale, puff up, round your upper back. Exhale, all the air out through the mouth as you pull now your tailbone away from the chair. Again, 2 more. Inhale, round your spine, uppity up. Exhale, all the air out through the mouth. Lengthen tailbone away from the shoulder. 1 more together. This is your inhale. Here now, exhalation, release. Take 1 more deep breath here for me. Exhalation, stepping feet forward. Neutralize. Let's switch now. Your right hand should be then supported by something, a chair or shelving, something near you. Ankles together, palms together, or have a support. Let's have pulsation, shake. Almost like you're invigorating all the blood circulation. Release. Okay, let's try. Bend your knees slightly. Taking now your left foot forward. Tap. Going out. Like you're drawing with your toesies. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the perimeter of that loop. After this cycle, can we peel that toes off the floor? Slightly, but some of you, you're used to me. You give it now. You imagine you're drawing with your knee. Here's that inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feel the corner of that hip with your hands so you can really acknowledge it. Yes, really acknowledge it. 1 more for me. Stay here for a moment. Left hand to the back. See if you can find the biggest piece that gets really tightened. That's your gluteus maximus. When you go inside, the part that gets really tightened, your gluteus minimus, right? When you bring this foot down and you lift the other foot off the floor, feel that right by the side and almost 2 inches down. 2 fingers down. Feel which part of the hip muscle that gets really tight and squeezes on. That's your gluteus medius. Every time when you step, when you go walking, when you step forward, this guy gets on. Therefore, if you're on your seat a lot every day, this starts to get weak, all these things start to go down with gravity. And before too long, you feel it here. So every time, let's go internal rotation. Every time when I ask you to go through these hip circles, hip rotations, especially on one leg, I'm asking you to lubricate this joint, all the synovium fluid, all the cartilages that supports the health of your movement, the health of your bone is going to get well tended, right? Meanwhile, every time when you are depending on the standing leg to work for you, you're saying, hey, I need you to get it together. So you can be strong for my balance. You can be strong for my back. And what else? Your inner organs are going to be a lot more happier. If your legs collapsing, your organs are definitely collapsing. But if you can keep your legs toned, your organs also have a chance to get a little toner, right? So 1 more together, internal rotation. Stepping your feet together, palms here, or use your support. Pulsation. 1 or both hands, going out, squeezing as you take your heels off the floor. It gets easier with time hover on your way down. Because you have a support, really go to town with firming up your muscular engagement. Almost like I'm asking you to walk like this a little bit, but know that it won't be like that forever. One more together. Coming up, use your hand to find that balance for you. Hover for a moment. Exhalation, we return back to the center. Okay, turn towards the chair, a little elongation now. Pressing your tailbone away from the chair, feet will be underneath your hips. Inhale, puff out between your shoulder blades. Exhalation, pull that right hip back, bend your left knee. Easy does it, look underneath that right arm. Favor the whole right side of that extension. Inhale, neutralize, puff out between your shoulder blades. Exhale, pull now, left side, bend your right knee, look underneath your left arm. Then inhale, puff out between your shoulder blades. Exhale, favor the right side, look underneath your right arm, elongate, elongate, elongate. Inhale again, puff out between your shoulder blades. Exhalation, left side, elongate, 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 elongate. Inhalation, neutralize, coming back to center. You're still on the same side. One hand to the chair, bend your knees slightly, we switch on the muscle that supports the quads. Left foot in front of you, tapping, tapping, tapping. Again, you're drawing with these toes, but this time, can you mark your figure 8? Yes, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let the motion of your arm show you what does it mean to be drawing with your own body. Okay, some of us, we continue with this. Hang on. Try to see if you can feel the stability of that standing leg while you're mobiling your left hip. Some of you, foot off the floor. This is your inhale. This is your exhale. Because you have this support, look at my torso. I'm going to ask you to take the whole torso with you. That means gyration in the lower back, gyration in your mid-back, gyration also in the rib cavity. This is your inhale. This is your exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hang on, can you notice my knee, my foot, as well as my hip are one piece. They have all been invited. This is your exhale. This is your inhale. The higher this knee goes, the more demand you make for the lower leg. So go easy on yourself. If you're not used to it, just go a little lower or keep your toesies to the ground. Don't need to force, don't need to push. Let's try a couple more together. Here we have inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhalation. Can you do a few on your own? Either gentle ones or dramatic ones. But see if you can feel the sets of muscle groups that get switched on both sides. Some of you feel it more in your left hip. Some of you feel it in your lower hip, your standing hip, right? Wherever you feel it, put your mind to it, put your breath to it, and then a sense of mental acknowledgement is going to help you to amplify the benefit of this practice. Slow it down, toes to the ground again. Back to the very beginning. Very humble, very simple, very elegant. And release. Just take a moment to feel your muscular awareness. Definitely, all these muscles are going to really appreciate you because otherwise use it or lose it, no? Okay, first thing that gets really hurt is your lower back when your legs are weak. And next thing you notice, the back starts to get really weak because they haven't been well supported by these big guys. Let's go to second side. Okay. Go ahead and shake out your feet. If you can shake out those feet really well, you can release tension in your knee, tension in the thigh, tension in the hip. That means when your hips are released, lower back is released. Those of us who's got injured back, vulnerable back, you gotta do this all the time. Yeah, shake, 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 shake. Okay, ankles together again. Use the pulsatory motion to let go of gravity, to let go of habitual holding. At one point you realize maybe you don't need so much support anymore. Yes, descend, we land. Right hand to the waistline. Bending of your knees slightly. Right foot, tapping, tapping, tapping. Okay, in a very simple way, trace your figure eight. However that feels natural for you. Once your foot gets the message, like you're drawing a figure with your toes, let your hand follow. Let them synchronize. Exhale. Inhale is open, always the open part. Exhale is the coming back. Inhale, exhale. Relax into it so your whole spine, including lower, middle, upper spine, starts to get the benefit. Especially if you start to elevate your lower foot off the floor. Then let the spine go. Imagine you become like a lighthearted child again. Very irresponsible. You don't know what that means. You're just going with the wind. Like you're dancing in the wind. You become a tree again. The arms are like the branches of the tree. And your fingers and your toes are like the leaves of the tree. Here's your exhale. Here's your inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can do gentle ones, depending on how you're feeling today. You can be very dramatic. Sometimes the wind is very gentle. Sometimes the wind is very dramatic, right? So a healthy body should be able to endure all of the above. Yes, variety. Mary is a way to express, to move, to articulate. Your joint health, first of all, needs to know how to articulate itself, how to express itself. Now we slow it down, tame it down, tame it down. Finally, toes go back to the ground. Back to the ground. See if you can start to slow down your own pulsation. Slow down your own nervous system. You know how to switch it on and you know how to calm itself down. Right? Release. This is your inhale. This is your exhale. One more inhale, exhale. Take a moment, just use your mental awareness to feel what part of my muscular system feel the most. You're going to send a little acknowledgement there. Give it now a little shake, 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 shake. Okay, now you don't need your support. We take the support to this side. Okay, hang on. Let me put this here. Let's have you stepping your ankles together. Palms here or palms here. However that makes you feel a little more anchored. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. A little shaking, 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 shaking. Just stay in your own station. Let's try. If you need a support, put your hand onto a support. Otherwise, elevation, heels of your feet off the floor. Hover for a moment, exhalation, returning down. So I'm your mirror image, right foot lifts off the floor. Inhale, standing leg folds a little bit. Exhalation, returning. Here we have left foot, inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3. Hover for a moment, exhale 1, Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Right foot again. This is your inhale. Backward step behind you. Exhalation. Land. Feel that back foot. Inhale. Front foot off the floor. Behind you. It's a little surprise. Usually you go forward first. Exhalation. Behind you. Backward step. Right foot again. Inhale. Exhale. Backward step again. Away from me. That's it. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, backward step. Yes. Right foot, inhale. Now you go in front of you, forward stepping. Down, 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 down. Like you have wings. Left foot, inhale. In front of you, exhalation, down, down, down. Coming up, right foot. This is your inhale. Hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. In front of you, exhalation. Left foot, inhale, 1, 2, coming up 3. Hold it 1, hold it 2, hold it 3. Feet together, hands together, we return. A nice full circle. This is your inhale. Take the shoulders back a bit. We look up. Exhalation, midline, tracing of the midline. Draw that circle for me again. Synchronize, beginning, middle, ending of your breath. Midline, exhale 1, exhale 2, exhalation 3. Okay, let's try. Right foot off the floor. Inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3. Exhale 1, exhale 2, exhale 3. A little reminder, if this is too much, you keep your toesies to the ground. You can still mark the arm work, right? Let's go left foot. Inhale, beginning. Inhale, middle. Inhale, ending of that breath. Exhale, beginning. Exhale, middle. Exhale, ending of the breath. Just staying in that same station. One more each side. Right foot. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 1. Exhale 2, exhale 3. Coming off the floor, left foot. Beginning, middle, ending of your breath. Descending, beginning, middle, ending of your breath. Take a few steps behind you. So you have room in front of you. Let's try. Circular arms, right foot off the floor. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Before you, exhale, exhale, land way on the front foot. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale. Going forward, exhale, land on the third. Again, inhale, beginning, middle, ending of your breath. Down, exhale, 1, 2, land on 3. Left foot, inhale, 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3. Stepping forward, 1, 2, land on 3. Inhale, last one together, a nice full circle, lifting. Stay in that same station, exhalation, returning. Hands together, feet together. Separation of the feet slightly wider. Okay, bending of your knees. 2 corners of your hip, a little pulsation, 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 almost like you're shaking off all the demand that you have just made on your body. Now of your feet a little bit. Let's imagine you have this invisible strap you hang out to, right? Pull that strap towards you. Next exhalation, we push that strap up away from the body. Okay, give it now a little wiggle, wiggle. See if you can make yourself a little bit lengthy, a little bit taller, pushing into that strap. Imagine you're lifting that strap up away from you as you peel now. Squeeze the foot, heel of the foot off the floor. Exhalation, returning. Deep breath, stretching of that strap. To your right side, exhalation. Straighter arms or bending arms. However that feels easier for you to go down to your right side. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Inhale, coming upstairs, front and back, front and back, front and back. Almost like you're testing out, how are my shoulder mobility doing today? Pushing of that strap to your left side. Easy does it? Gently, gently, pulsation, pulsation. Straighter arms or bending of the lower elbow. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Coming into the upright. Push that strap up away from you as you elevate the heels off the floor. Exhalation, returning down. Very good. Letting go of your hands. Okay, let's try right foot off the floor. Use your hands for a little balance support. I'm going to hold you 1, hold you 2, hold you 3. Exhalation, heel to heel alignment, returning. Okay, left foot off the floor. Stay, once you come here, we go 1, stay 2, stay 3, hover for a moment. Exhalation, returning, down, 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 down. 1 more on each side, but can I ask you to close your eyes? So you're no longer depending on your visual cue, right foot off the floor. If that is too much, keep your toesies to the ground. Eyes closed so that you're using your brain neurons to navigate yourself in space. That is your vestibular sensory organ. Stay here and deep breath. Next exhalation, when you land, it's your proprioceptive awareness that tells you, I know my body in space in relationship to each other. Heel to heel alignment. Okay, left foot off the floor without the looking, without the visual cue, eyes closed. Coming up and stabilize your balance. With your eyes closed, everything feels quite different. In some way, you're demanding your brain neuron to work a little harder. And that's always a good thing. Exhalation, hover on your way down. I know my body in space, wrist to wrist, ankle to ankle alignment on your way down. Yes, opposite limbs, right foot, left arm. This is your inhale. This is your exhalation. Again, once you land, you're in perfect horizontal harmony. Okay, right arm, left foot. You come into the midline. Hover for a moment. On your way down, you already know where your alignment needs to be. Wrist to wrist, feet to feet. Just stay in that same station, but eyes closed. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale. Follow the midline. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Right arm, left knee. Inhale 1. Eyes closed if you can. 2. Going up 3. Hover for a moment. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Eyes open. Check your alignment. Check your alignment. Okay. So try again. Eyes closed. 1 on each side. Left arm, right knee. Stay, stay, stays. If you need a little balance support, just keep your right toesies to the ground. Bring that elbow in a little more, good. Yes, very good. Stay 1 for me. Stay 2 for me. Stay 3 for me. Stay 1 more, please. Exhale, hover for a moment on your way down. Very nice. Try again. Right arm, left knee. Coming up without the visual cue. Stay 1, stay 2, stay 3, stay 1 more for me. 3 counts to land. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Exhale, I know my body and space in relationship to each other. Very nice. So can I ask you to do this as your homework? Hang on, I'll turn to the side so you can see my form. Perpendicular to the floor, perpendicular to the floor. When you're at home, situate yourself up against a wall. So the wall is here to help you to navigate the straightness of your spine. So you don't develop a tendency to do this or do something like this. Yes? So it's a really nice one to train not just your leg, but your spine to be healthy and strong. And you can't really disengage the core when you ask yourself to stand on one leg. So your core slowly gets a little more tone as well. Right, let's do just one more on each side. Eyes closed. Here we have left elbow, right knee. Bring that elbow in a little bit. Hold 1 for me. Eyes closed, hold 2, hold 3. Bring the navel in on your way down. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Land on 3. Now eyes open, check your alignment for a moment. Okay, then eyes close again. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Now stay 1. Stay 2. Stay. Feeling for firming of the navel in. 3 counts to land. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Landing, exhale, 3. Check the alignment. Now you get to watch. Hello to your toes always. Okay, hands to your 2 pockets. Bend knees slightly. Your clockwise cycle. All your balance practice is very crucial for the muscular engagement, but it also means your muscle gets really tendon tight at the very end. So in between or at the very end, make sure you lubricate your hip. All right, let's go anti-clockwise cycle. Anti-clockwise cycle, anti-clockwise cycle. Do you notice I usually start with the lubrication, like today we did these kind of lubrication. And we often end with your lubrication to harmonize. So not only your muscle gets strong, but they also get well lubricated. Okay, let's go now. Your figure 8. 1 breath, 1 motion. Twisting, turning. So in a very fluid, gentle way, you're massaging all these muscle fibers, stretching very gently these tendons and ligament. And also you got all these nerve fibers that sits going through the base of your sacrum. They also get a little movement treatment. Yes. Now opposite 8, opposite 8. The body understands the language of movement. So you think about regard this movement like taking vitamins for your cells, for the nerve tissues, for the muscles and tendons and your joints and your synovium fluid. The body understands it more so than when you take vitamins every day. Yes, you talk to the body, you spend a little time. To me, it's kind of like flossing your joints. You do that for your teeth, no? Otherwise, your teeth get full of plaque, gunky. We don't want that to happen to, especially these 2 guys. Okay, hang on the moment. Just how about a little example? Everybody, 1, 2, 3, freeze. When the hip gets gunky, there's no way you can really enjoy your walk. Try that, okay? So another trick, shake, 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 shake. Because we have this thing called gravity, make sure you reach up into the stars high above you on a daily basis. Wiggle, wiggle thy fingers, wiggle, wiggle thy toes. So you can keep these two sides well extended. They don't go downward for you. Okay, so let's step now your feet together. Marking that horizontal frame, like you're fitting, extending your body into that invisible grid, invisible space. And exhalation, returning hands to the heart. Let's complete with 3 circles together, like you're tracing a disc of light all around you. Exhalation, sense of concentration, of your focus, of your energy. Acknowledge that inner balance within you. There we have, goodness is on my right, on my left. Goodness is before, behind me. Goodness is shining above me. It resides within me. And definitely goodness is beneath me. One more cycle, eyes closed. Inhale, feel for that spherical expansion all around you. Beautiful, bright, golden light. And right inside of it, right inside of this sphere, there is you. Finally, a moment of acknowledgement about time together, because it will never be the same again. Okay, so I sent you now into the world. You did it. Don't forget your homework. I look forward to seeing you all next Thursday. Bye, everybody.